Hey guys, welcome to HIIT Core Yoga. It's Wednesday and we're going to do a Primal 50, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 50 timing tonight. So it's going to be kind of the same kind of moves from last week. So kind of some primal primitive movements sprinkled in there with some yoga and just some cardio moves. So it's going to be a total body. You don't need weights or anything. You just need a mat, bare feet, and water bottle, and yeah, that's all. So we're going to get started on the mat in child's pose. So come on down. Bring the knees wide and touch big toes together, stretch forward and sink down. So what you want to do is just stretch out the spine right here and stretch the shoulders out, sinking the shoulders down and the armpits down. Feel free to make some movement here. We're not going to stay in any one stretch for very long because we're just going to, we don't want to do any static stretching. We just want to start warming up the body and kind of getting the muscles used to a greater range of motion, and same with the joints. So just kind of relaxing as best as you can here, getting the spine stretched out. Lift up, walk over to the left, and then bow to the left knee. And keep the hips pulling back and breathe into that space on that right side of the body there. And release, go over to the other side, to the right side, bowing. All right, come on back to the center. Bring the palms to touch and then bring your forehead to the floor. Let thumbs come to the back of the neck, and you can walk your elbows more forward here just to feel the stretch in your lats, the tops of shoulders. Keeping the hips pulling back. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then release your arms straight and rise up from there. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders and the knees underneath your hips. Going into cow-cat right now. So exhaling, rounding the spine, tucking the chin in, tucking the tailbone under. And then inhale, releasing the spine. Lift your chin, chest forward, and pull the shoulder blades down and back. Exhale and inhale. All right, move around circle motion. Pick a direction to move into. Switch it up and go the other direction. So just slightly engaging the core. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. All right, a couple more. All right, come back to center, bring the hands forward, walk the hands forward, tuck toes under, and lift up into downward facing dog. So pedal it out, or you can start rocking the hips from side to side. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Okay, let's roll forward, and then we're just going to keep the toes tucked under as we drop the hips down into a upward facing dog. And then we're going to pull back up into downward facing dog. Roll forward and sink, and then pick it up, pike up, and then drop the heels. Keep moving. Forward, inhale, pull back. just getting the spine used to greater ranges of motion here. Getting the core activated, getting the shoulders warmed up. One more. And back into downward facing dog. Bend into the knees and then step or hop forward up to the hands. When you get there, here at the top of the mat, you're folding forward and you're clasping your hands here, and I'm just rolling the wrists out. So roll around. So we're just kind of stretching the hamstring, stretching the back, and then getting the wrists kind of warmed up a little bit too. So we're just kind of circling around in the wrists. Again, just kind of getting the wrists into some different ranges of motion here while we're stretching. Okay, let that go in your hands and then rise up all the way. Reach up to the ceiling and then exhale, let it go. Okay, sweep up again, deep breath in, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway, exhale, forward fold, and inhale, rise up all the way. Take a hold of your right wrist with your left hand, and then take it over to the left side. And then come back to center, and then switch sides. Grab a hold of your left wrist, take it over to the right side, breathing deep there. And then take it back to center, and then release the hands back behind you, clasp your fingers, pull back, look up, exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up, arms reach up, exhale, clasp your hands, press down, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, so we're just going to move with the breath. Inhale, pull back, exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, pull back, exhale, forward. Inhale, rise up. Reaching up. One more time, exhale, breathe, exhale it out, pull back, inhale, exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up, arms reach up, and then arms down by your sides, step your feet wide, come down into a squat, reach your arms forward, and then bring the arms back. Reach your arms forward, and then bring your arms back. Reach your arms forward, get down nice and low, bring your arms back. One more time, reach your arms, bring it back, and then come down and just hold the squat, reaching your arms. Rock a little bit from side to side. Shift the weight, right to left, right to left. Bring the hands onto the floor and then lift your bum. And then bend back into your knees. Lift straighten out the legs. Drop, lift, and drop. Hold in that squat position. Take the left arm, left hand's gonna stay onto the floor. Spin around. Left hand's gonna stay on the floor, right arm's gonna reach up. Switch, open, switch, open, switch, switch. One more. Hands to the floor, lift your bum. Straighten it out, walk it out. Come back to center, rise up all the way. Reach up, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back, drop your right knee to the floor. Both arms reach in crescent lunge, hands to the floor, step back in plank pose. Lower through chaturanga. Up dog cobra. Down dog, step your right foot forward. Left knee down, inhale, exhale. Step forward to the top. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Inhale, up all the way. Exhale, release. Okay, moving into butt kickers and arm swings. Okay, so just open your arms up and bring your heel to your butt. As you open up your arms, you're spinning so that the palms are facing, spinning your hands so the palms face open to the ceiling. And just keep the lungs open here. And some more dynamic movement before we move into our 50, 25, 25, 50 workout tonight. We are Okay, we're gonna go into squat and toe touch reach. So come down, touch your right foot, come down, touch your left foot with both hands. So keep this movement happening. So tonight is a redo of a workout that we did in the past. I've cut it in half, but we're gonna do 2 rounds. So I've cut the moves in half. There was originally 32 different exercises, and now it's 16, and we're just doing 2 rounds of those 16 moves so that you kind of get used to them, because they're all very different and dynamic. So get to practice. 1 more on each side. Down. Okay, twist. Breathe it out. So you can just kind of shift the weight from side to side as well as you're twisting. Letting your head go. And arms up and arms down here. So just sweep arms up and then down. Inhale. 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 Not really taking your self into a back bend. You're just trying to get that range of motion in your shoulders. Okay, and then finally just some wrists. So thumb on the outside, pointing on the outside, right hand forward, and you're just pulling the fingers back and pushing up through the wrist like you are shooting some spiderweb from your wrist. Spider-Man move. And pulling the shoulder down, pulling that right shoulder down at the same time. Breathe into that. And switch it up. So thumb on the outside, remember, and again, just kind of pulling those fingers back, forcing that forearm into a flexed position to stretch the rest. Okay, just keep breathing here. 1 more inhale, and then exhale. Okay, just shake your wrists out from here. Wrists, circles. Okay, so I'll get started. You can kind of start moving into some, just moving around, do your butt kickers, do your arm swings as I'm going to explain to you the first 4 moves here. So we're going to start with the beast to lunge. So the loaded beast. So this was the beast, and the tabletop with the hovered legs, and then you're coming back, kind of squatting, kind of like you're in child's pose. So in child's pose, you'd be back here, your toes are tucked under, and then you're lifting your knees. So you're squatting way back and you're pushing forward into your hands. So that's putting, that's kind of loading up your position to spring forward, right? So you're going to use your legs to spring forward. In this case, we're going to spring forward into a lunge, so a high lunge. So we're going to come back to that loaded beast, and then step with your right, reach up, down, back into that loaded beast. And we're just doing the right leg. Back, spring, step, reach, down, okay? That's your first move for 50 seconds. The next one, we're just doing dolphin plank. Straight up on your forearms, holding for 25 seconds. Then we are doing reverse tabletop hip thrust. So fingers either pointing out to the sides or forward. Okay, and then we're just squeezing bum, dropping bum. Squeezing and lifting, releasing. Okay, make sure you're squeezing, you're activating glute muscles, hamstrings. And then we are doing the left side loaded beast to lunges on that last 50 seconds. Okay, so let's start right away. For 50 seconds, come back into starting in your loaded beast. 50 and go. So back, step, reach, plant, spring forward. So make sure you get down into that really low loaded beast. You're basically hovering your squat position at the back of the mat. Knees don't touch the floor. So this is very leg heavy. You'll feel that very quad heavy, and you'll start to feel it after a bit. Reach, plant, come back. Okay, next one is dolphin plank. Getting my core activated. 25 seconds, 2, 1, and start. So pelvis tucked under, you're not up here, and you're not sinking down low either. Okay, so make sure if you feel this in your low back, you gotta pop it up a little bit. Try to find that neutral position, and if you can't, drop your knees and try and find it from there. So I'd rather have you drop your knees instead of doing this, bum up. Okay, next position, reverse tabletop hip thrust, or glute bridge, so it's also referred to. So lifting, lowering. See if you can exhale and squeeze, and then inhale, lower. So contracting and then releasing. So make sure you get that, you're releasing the contraction too. And you should be able to feel it because you're kind of tilting the pelvis as well in both directions. Okay, ending in the loaded beast to the left side lunge. So you're back here, and then you're stepping with the left, reaching, plant, come back, step, reach. Breathe. Seconds left. First set is always kind of a shot through the body. Okay, that's it. Okay, that was the end of that first round. So each round is 3 minutes long. Good job. Drink water in between the rounds, but definitely not too much water. You'll be paying for it if you do. So next one, we're gonna work on some arms here. And give them some dynamic movement. For 50 seconds, you're gonna do a push-up, and you're just gonna step forward and bring that knee to the elbow to do a push-up, and then the other side. So my foot is on the floor, kind of like a spider push-up, right? Knee to the floor, do your push-up, and then you're coming back, and then you're just gonna go split plank on one side, split plank on the other side, and then you're going to jump forward and jump up. So we're going to turn that into a burpee. And then you're going to jump back, do the push-up, one side, push-up on the other side, split, split, jump forward. Then we're doing right side star plank. You can do this from your hand or from your forearm. You're here. You're doing this for 25 seconds. You're on the other side, doing this for 25 seconds. And then there's modifications that I'll explain as you go along. Surfer burpee is the last 50 seconds. So you're jumping back, you're gonna reach, and then you're gonna jump into a warrior two stance, and then you're coming down, reaching, and then you're just switching sides. Okay, got it? Good. 50 seconds, push up, knee in, burpees. Okay, 50, go. So push up, and then push up, split plank, jump up. Go again. So you can step up, you don't have to do this jumping if you don't want to. definitely, you're gonna feel heat during this one for sure. 10 seconds left. Whoops. Split. Okay. Right side star plank. You can do that from your forearm. It's only 25 seconds. So you're here for 25 seconds. Tree it out if it's too much to lift that top leg. Do this if it's too much to lift your leg in any way and it's too hard on your wrist. But if you truly feel it on your wrist and it's not a core issue, drop to your forearm and then work on your core form. That's it already. We're going to the other side though. 3, 2, 1. And if you've got that star side plank happening, you're just trying to be as still and as possible, and also kind of control that stillness. So you're pushing out through the legs, you're reaching through the arm, you're contracting like crazy through the core. 2, 1. Okay, we're ending in the surfer burpee. So starting at the top of your mat. And 4, 3, 2, go. So you're jumping into the warrior 2 stance. Again, you can slow this down. As long as you keep moving, that's fine. Try to stay in the work. You're just trying to do as many reps as possible and beat your best as far as reps go per time. Okay, 2, 1, that's it. Good job. That's the end of round 2. Sorry. Exercise 2. Round 2 we have not yet hit because we're doing all of these exercises repeating here. We're going to do two more times 3 minutes, and then we're going to do another round, kind of the same but different as well. So same moves, but I'm just going to add in a little bit of a different twist here and there. Anyways, we are now moving to a we are doing getting the cardio up. So this is kind of more like primal styles, a lot of like rolling, forward rolls and backward rolls. But we're going to do a little bit of jumping. So what we're going to do is do a frog jump twice back. So touch floor, 1, 2, forward, 2, and then you either roll back, you can use your hands, roll back, legs overhead, roll forward, roll back. So you're rolling back, and then plant your feet down, pop your hips up in a bridge, and then you're doing a bridge cross punch. So with your right arm over up to your left shoulder and past, and then center, and then over up to your right shoulder, squeezing your glutes the entire time. Drop your hips down, pull in for a roll, and then pop up, jump up, and then jump back twice, forward, roll back, okay? That's kind of a fun one. I'm doing one leg bridge next, so with right leg lifted, pushing up, squeezing, okay, and then doing the second side on the next 25 seconds. And then we are doing some lunging, hopping, and okay, so this one, I'll just do it so I can explain. So we're going hopping, first, front leg first, right leg first, 1, 2, 3, plant the hands, shift the weight forward, and that back leg is going to drive to the left elbow now. So we're going 1, 2, 3, and then come up, and then jump switch. And then go 1, 2, 3. Plant the hands, back leg, 1, 2, 3. Pull it into the core, and then you jump switch at the top. This is why we're doing 2 rounds. You can practice it. You got 50 seconds here, and then you get 50 seconds later. So, froggy jump backs, 50 seconds. Go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Roll back, plant the feet, hop up and bridge, punch one side, punch the other side, pull knees in, rock up, jump up, frog, 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 frog. Once you kind of get the flow of it, then it's not so many moves. Just kind of, when I explain it, I gotta break it down. And if you can, okay, that's it already. Maybe not using your hands as much. Eventually, it's all gonna be all core. So bridge, one-legged, right leg up. So you're pushing with your left foot. Squeezing. My forearms are down, or my elbows are down. And I'm kind of pushing into my forearms so I can lift up into my shoulders as well. But I'm really trying to push through my left foot. So squeezing, activating left glute. Okay, we're going to switch sides. Left leg is up. That means the right leg is going to be the working leg. And go. So focus on just looking up if possible, pushing down through the right foot, squeezing up that glute. And so contraction and release it. So contract the glutes and then release the muscle. Okay? Okay, that's it. And then we're going to end in the lunge. So we're going to do the hop lunge, right leg first. So you're just in one place, going hop, hop, hop. Both feet lift off the floor. Plant the hands down, then that back leg. 1, 2, 3. Come up to that lunge, jump switch, or just walk switch. And if you don't want to do the hop, you're just pulsing. 1, 2, 3. Plant the hands. 1, back leg. 2, 3. And then come up, you're walk switching, okay? I'm gonna do it the advanced way. Same thing, you're just trying to do as many reps as possible. Squeezing the core when you drive that knee up, just like a mountain climber. Okay, that's it. And you just want to get that heart rate open, get up, and you want to get the core engaged the entire time. All right, what is next? We are doing plank forearm presses, and then we're going to do some kind of like side crow push-ups. So we're going to go plank, dolphin, plank, so plank to forearm, one more time, come up, and then walk yourself back to the back of the mat in a low squat, go over to your left side, and then push up, okay, I'm just gonna make sure you can see me push up from there, and over to the other side, push up from there. If it's too much, I'm just gonna explain here, you're going over to the side, and then you're sticking that leg out. You're sticking the opposite leg out. If it feels like that twist is too much for you to get way over, because you need to rotate your whole upper body while keeping your hips square to the front of the mat. So sticking a leg out, that's fine. Otherwise, keep your legs together, twist your upper body, do the push-up from there. And that's the first one. And then you're just walking forward and repeating again. Pistol squats, 4, 25, 25. So you doing a shrimp pistol squat or regular pistol squat, with your right leg forward, and then coming down, and then reaching up. Shrimp, you're wrapping your top of your foot around your back knee, just below the knee, and then you're just trying to find good form. You're just going as low as possible, and then pressing up. All so that you can put all the load on that single leg, quad, and glute, okay? So whatever it takes to get you just on that one leg, you're basically doing a one-legged squat. So shrimp or pistol. Do the other side, and then side lunge jacks, just for pure getting the body moving cardio style. So we're going, so this is the side lunge, and then you're coming up, and then, so jacking, side jack. So you're down and reaching out, my one knee's bent, my one leg straight, center straight up, and then other side, okay? And just going back and forth. It's surprising how much of a heart rate that can, or how hard your heart works doing that simple movement, even though it's pretty low impact. I think I did that a lot when I was pregnant, so, because I couldn't do jumping. So, you will see. Anyways, plank forearm presses and side curl push-ups. 50 seconds, go. So come down, up to plank. Go down to forearm, up to plank, walk back to the back of the mat, push up one side, push up the other side, walk forward to plank, drop down, up, walk back. And if you want to you can just kind of fall over and catch yourself if you want a little more dynamic movement there. Forward, back, 5 seconds. All right. And then we're doing pistol squats. Let's go on the right leg first, with the left leg sticking out or wrapped behind in a shrimp. So coming down nice and low and standing. So just focus on getting your hips back, squeezing through the leg. Another thing, if you can't go quite so low in this position, it may be a lack of ankle flexibility. So check on that. If it's a lack of ankle flexibility, then you just want to work on some stretches at home. And I'll show you some after here when we do a cool down. Again, that shrimp is just that wrapped version, and you're just trying to balance. Okay, it's pretty hard because it is a balance pose, and you're putting a lot of load on the leg, testing out your hip flexor flexibility as well. Okay, ending in those side lunge jacks. 2, 1. So, and then again, you can kind of really speed it up, or you can just kind of do a slow thing. Get down nice and low for your side lunge. Seconds left. 8. 2, 1. Okay, that's it. That is round 1. If you're good, then that's your workout. Okay? We're going to go into round 2. Do this all over again, but we're going to add in a little bit of a difference, just to shake it up a bit. So back up to the top, To get our practice in, we're doing those beast lunge, beast to lunge throughs. So 50 seconds and go. So our back, right leg steps, reach, down. Best to keep moving. If you're here, stay with me. Might as well do 2 rounds. Unless you're really short on time, it's going to be worth it. Especially when we get into a little bit of stretching at the end, it's going to feel awesome. If you can't do one move because of one injury, some injury that you have, you can do anything you want. Cardio or strength move, holding a plank, that's it. Okay, and then we are doing just dolphin plank. So holding a dolphin plank for a round is completely fine. You're still doing something. And then you're just, again, just kind of catering it towards yourself in case that you're injured or you're a beginner. There's always a way to do these classes and just modify. Okay, you don't need to do any jumping if you don't need to or don't want to. We're doing the dancing crab instead of the glute bridge. So this one, you're in crab and you're touching opposite hand with opposite foot. Okay, so you can go slow. Try to keep your bum up off the floor the whole time. Look up, keep your chest up, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs. 2. Okay, ending in the lunge on the other side. So left leg is gonna step. So loaded beast, and step your left foot, reach, down. So not only is this movement comes from primal, primitive, functional training, it's putting a lot of load, it's a stretch, it's cardio, it's strength. You're working multiple muscle groups at the same time. It's a lot like yoga, but a little bit on steroids. Maybe this primal stuff. It's good if you're just looking to come out of the box of yoga a little bit. If you've been practicing for a while, just to shake it up a bit. Okay, that's it. Okay, just keep moving. Take some water if you need some. And we'll get on to the next round here as I explain. Woo. Okay, so next is those push-ups. So the push-up knee in, split plank, and then right side star planks, and the surfer burpee. Okay, 50 seconds. Hope you're with me. Okay, let's go. So knee in, split your plank, jump forward, jump up, or step up. Seconds. All right. Woo. Getting hot in here. Okay, side plank. You can do that on your forearm. I'll just show you. Forearm, side plank. Just to change it up, if you did it on your hand, on the other side, go into your forearm. Not a ton of difference, but you may feel your core activating a little bit more. So if you felt like your shoulder was going to blow off, you're having trouble with those side planks because of shoulder strength, do this. Okay, other side. Or do your hand again, go into your hand, and you work up. You keep doing it. That's the only way you're going to get stronger, is doing that same movement again and again, basically. So we're all about doing kind of the same movement with all these classes here, but changing it up a bit. So it's always going to be the same, but it's going to be a little bit different each time. Keep your body guessing. And again, that's a really good way to build up your endurance and your strength. Okay, and ending in this river burpee. Reaching out. Oops. Warrior two. Warrior two. Down. Working on that, maybe that transition, kind of that hop lunge from your belly. So you're gonna hop up into the lunge. And again, as you do these motions, you just become more efficient at it. So that's why you gotta change it up. You don't wanna be too efficient. Your body will get lazy. All right, that's the end of that round, or that set of exercises. And we are doing some of those froggies. The froggies with a cross bridge punch. Okay, so two back, two forward, roll back, punch, punch, roll up. And then the one leg bridge, and ending with your jump switches, with your lunging and jump switches. And that's it. Okay, starting in the froggy jumps. Go. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Roll back, plant feet, lift your hips, punch, punch. In and up and jump. Frog, frog, frog. Those are small steps, but you can take bigger steps forward and bigger steps back. Two. Woo. Okay, one-legged bridge. We're almost done, you guys. This is awesome. Okay, right leg up, and left leg is the push-up. Push down through that left foot, squeeze that glute, and release it. Squeeze it, release it. Think about that top leg, that one that's reaching up. You're really trying to reach up to the ceiling. Okay, other side. And the right leg's going to be the pusher. Go for it. 10 seconds rest in between each of these rounds, by the way. So in between the timing, 10 seconds is the rest. I forgot to mention. Sometimes I sneak in just 5 seconds rest. It depends on how we're feeling. Okay, other side, or we're doing the 50-second lunge hops now. So right leg first. So we're doing hop, hop, whole body hop. Plunge your hands, back leg, poo, punch, punch, and then switch. lean forward, drive that knee 3 times. Whew, that was really intense. Especially after this last round. Oh my goodness. Hop lunges or switch lunges are absolutely brutal. 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, that's it. That's the end of that one. Thank God. All right. We have just one more to go. Is that right? Yes, you guys. We have one more to go. Okay, plank forearm presses is what we're going to start with. To those side crow dealies. So down, up, walk back, do your side crow, do your side crow. Pistol squat, right side, left side. And then our side lunge jacks just to end it off. Nice and light, less thinky. Okay, so plank forearm presses, 50 seconds. Let's do this. 3 minutes. Go. Go once, go twice, push up, walk back, do your push up, do your push up on the other side, and walk forward and do it all again. Okay, we got 15 seconds. 10. All right. Okay, pistol squat. Okay, we're just gonna start on the right leg and either shrimping or doing a full pistol squat. Left leg is gonna stick out. And just try to find your own range of motion. Don't worry about going fast. Oh, legs pretty tired. Okay, we're gonna do the other side. Way to end. Holy pistol squat. Okay. Yeah. 10 seconds. I sweat like crazy. 5. Okay. Ending in those airy fairy plank or lunge jacks. And 1, 2, 1. Okay, go. Breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah, just doing one more cardio blast. And then it's all about bringing the heart rate down after this. Last round of this class. Yoga next in 15 seconds. All right, that's it. High fives, high fives. Okay. Cool down is just going to do some sweeping here. So let's sweep up. Just kind of wave your arms up overhead, and then wave your arms down below. Inhale. Breathe out through the mouth, in through the nose. In. Okay, up, and then we'll go down and just hang. Sway to side to side. Okay, so either stepping the length of your mat like I'm doing now, or you can just step off your mat, but we're just going to a little bit wider of a lunge here. So a wide-legged lunge. And we're just folding forward. A wide-legged stance, not a lunge. Okay, folding forward and then just dipping your head over to your right, dipping your head over to your left. Knees can be bent here. Yeah, this is just kind of easy. We're just trying to, you're not trying to hold anything, you're just kind of bringing the heart rate down nice and slow. And we're getting in, now that our legs are really nice and warm here, this is a good time to get into some deeper stretches and deeper layers. So we're going to start bending into the right knee and left knee. So bend into your right knee and then bend into your left knee. And then you're just kind of shuffling your hands to support yourself as you go over from side to side. Okay, and then walk back over to the top part of your mat. We're just going to step forward, reach up, deep breath in, and then exhale, forward fold, step right foot back into your lunge. Crescent lunge, reach up with both arms here. Take your right hand down to the floor, and then lift your left arm up. Okay, opening that shoulder. Reach that left arm back, open a little bit more, so reaching back, but you're also pulling over to the right as well. And then sweep way over and down. Straighten that left leg. And then with this left leg, like what I talked about before, ankle, do some just ankle mobility and stretching here. So flex, pointer flex your foot here, so toes pointing down, sole of the foot flat onto the floor. Bring your left hand on top of the foot just to add a little bit of weight. So pulling the hips back just to feel that stretch. You'll feel it from the top of the foot. Maybe you'll feel that sensation go up your shin as well, and you'll feel that in the pull of the back of the knee for hamstring stretch. And then we'll come forward, release that stretch, and now you're in your hip flexor. And on that left side there, or sorry, on your right side, breathing deep, dropping that right hip down, and then come back, and then straighten up that leg again. This time lift your toes off the floor so you're in flexed position, and then grab onto your big toe side, so your inner arch side of that left foot. Just pull on it a little bit, just change the angle. You're pushing out through the pinky toe side of your left foot. And breathing. Your heel's just anchored into the floor. I'm sitting back on my heel, but you can do that from up here. You don't have to sit back if your knee is not going to allow you to take that much flexion. You're going to rise up a little bit and just work on that. Okay, we're going to the other side. We're going to grab onto the pinky toe. So what you're doing is just trying to actively push the big toe mound away while your heel's anchored into the floor. Your toes are trying as best as you can to pull those toes back. You'll feel that in different parts of your calf muscle. Okay, and then we're going to let that go. We're going to come forward back into that nice deep lunge here. Bring your left hand on the inside part of your left foot. Walk your left foot out to the left. Okay, and we're just going to work here a little bit just to kind of hunt around for some stretches. So we're going to reach the left arm forward and then bring it back in. We're going to reach the right arm forward and bring it back in. Reaching and just lowering your chest at the same time. Reaching and lowering your chest. Reaching and reaching. Okay, and then the left knee is going to open, so you're either just going to stay here for a moment, open that left foot, or you can reach that left arm around, wrap it around your low back. You can also bend into your right knee and catch the inside part of the foot, and you're leaning back and opening the heart here. So roll those shoulders back if you've got your your bind if you've caught your foot. Again, this is a little bit more advanced, so if you can't quite reach your foot, don't worry about it. Just try and do the half bind with your arm wrapped around. Maybe you're just bending into your knee. So like I'm doing right now, I'm not even touching my foot, but I feel the stretch in my hip and it's going down through my quad. So it is a quad stretch and you're also stretching that hip flexor. Okay, let it go, spin around, plant the hand onto the floor, come back into downward facing dog and walk it up. We're just going to roll forward here, plank lower through chaturanga, taking it into up dog or cobra just to get a little bit of extension. Look over, left shoulder slowly. Look over, right shoulder slowly. Come back to center and then pull it back into downward facing dog. Reach the heels to the floor. Really activate those legs so that you get that calf stretch. And then step your your right foot forward, this time your left knee to the floor. Okay, start up by reaching up, crescent lunge. All right, bring that left hand to the floor, and you're opening up the right arm, reaching it up, reach it back, and a little bit more to the left. And then all the way down, plant the hand down to the floor. Now straighten out that front leg. Now first we're starting with the foot flat to the floor, sole of the foot flat to the floor to get the stretch on the top of the foot. Place your right hand on the top of the foot. Pull it back to your own comfort level and breathe. Make sure your breaths are consistently, you're breathing in and breathing out consistently, in through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, big out breath through the mouth. All right, so walk forward and just kind of let yourself kind of sink into the stretch here on that left side and breathe into that. And then back you go on working on that right leg again. So lift the toes up. Flex that foot, toes pulling back, grab onto the big toe mound, the inner arch. You can lean forward if you want to, but if you want to get more stretch, then you're leaning forward. If you want to get more stretch in your spine, then you're leaning forward, but not necessarily, you don't need to lean quite forward or around your spine to get the stretch. What you do need to do is pull forward in your chest. So you can keep a flat back and just kind of lift forward into the pose, and you'll feel the hamstrings work a lot more, because this could be kind of the lazy way of doing it. You're rounding your spine just to kind of get your chest down to your knee, which you feel it, but then you really start to feel it when you're up here and lifting forward. Okay, we're going to go to the other side. So you're grabbing onto the pinky toe and you're pushing that big toe mound away. All right, and then let that go. Come forward, walk in the inside part of that right foot, walk your right foot out to the right. You're in that lizard lunge position. Okay, so from here, again, you can kind of rock from side to side. You're just trying to sink down, kind of get the hips used to the position that you're in. Reach with your right arm, drop the chest a little bit. Reach with your left arm, drop the chest a little bit. You're just kind of walking your arms. Okay. Down and plant that left hand, and then look to the right, twist your body, your upper body to the right, take your right knee, open it a little bit, open the sole of the foot, hang here, draw that right arm around your waist, hold there, bend into your knee, hold there, catch the inner part of your foot there and hold there if you wish. And breathing. So if you caught your foot and you're really enjoying that stretch, then pull back. So keep pulling the heel in towards your seat, but arch your back and lift your heart. Open that right knee if possible, and keep lifting in up through your chest. So you're not sinking in your low back in any way. Okay, let that go. Come back around and step back gently. Come back into downward facing dog first. Let's pedal it up. Pedal that out. And come on forward. Plank lower through chaturanga. So take it into up dog or cobra, and then bring it to child's pose. So knees down, breathe it out. And child's pose, just kind of shift weight left, shift the weight right, and then roll yourself up. Okay, we're going to spin around and we're going to get on down onto the back. Let's roll like a ball and massage out the back. Grab onto the backs of the knees, tuck your chin, inhale, roll back, exhale, rock forward. Either rock up, hang there for a moment, rock back, or do mini rocks. Try to stay loose. Okay, loose as best you can, chin tucked in, breathing into your back, and try to be as passive as possible, letting your body weight massage you out. And then we're back onto the back, happy baby pose, and we're gonna get more and more settled into the mat here. Moving on and towards Shavasana. So grabbing onto the knees, the shins or feet, maybe doing some ankle rolls, some circles. All right, so feet to the floor. Let's do a figure four here, and then we'll move into the twist. So right ankle over left knee, grab onto the hamstring behind that left leg and draw it in. Okay, either holding on the hamstring for a deeper level, clasp on the front of the shin just below the knee, keep your right foot flexed. Drawing that shin basically towards yourself, but keeping the head onto the floor, trying to keep the hips pulling down, so finding that resistance there. Breathing deep, especially those exhales, letting out some long exhales. All right, and then letting that clasp go. Arms are out. Now drop the legs over to the left. Okay, just write down either double-legged twist here, like I am doing, or the stacked knees. So knee over knee. Position your knees in an angle that's going to suit you to feel the best on your low back. And turning your head maybe to the right and hunting around, trying to find stretches and different angles from your arm to stretch out your shoulder. All right, very slowly, bringing it back to center. Give yourself a hug. Wrap up. Release down. Left ankle on the right knee. Figure four. Grab behind that right hamstring there. flex your left foot. So that means toes curling back towards your knee. They're reaching out, pushing out through your heel on that left foot. Breathing deep. Back, low back, sinking down. Alright, letting that clasp go and let the legs fall into that twist over to the right side this time. Arms open. Deep breaths in, deep breaths moving out. Free to do some head rocking. Just gentle movements from turning your chin over to your right shoulder, left shoulder. And you take one more deep breath in and out here. Very slowly, you're bringing yourself back to center. Unwind the legs, give yourself a hug. I'm just holding this position for a moment. Breathe into your back, squeezing those knees in, nice and tight, give yourself lots of love. And then relax, bring the feet to the floor, the knees bent. Let's do some windshield wipers before Shavasana. Let the knees jerk left and right. And just checking your position to just kind of making to feel the best in the hips, the feet separated. So as my feet are on the edges of my mat, and that just kind of opens the hips up a lot more. As you twist from left to right, this feels a lot more open, and you'll feel that right up into the shoulders as well. And arms just heavy, head heavy, and trying to be kind of grounded as well. Maybe letting the eyes relax or close at this point. Really getting into just the feeling of it all, the feeling, the sensation of this movement, and just how the body in general feels right now. Maybe pretty tired. I know I'm pretty tired after that. I'm totally ready. So we're just going to let that go, that movement, just slow right down and move into Shavasana from here. If you want to, just keep your knees bent. Go to Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees are open wide. If you just want to kind of finish off in a hip opener, restorative move. But if you want the body just absolutely do nothing right now, then that's the Shavasana. So that is kind of the easiest position, or if lying on the floor is not comfortable at all for you right now, then lie on a couch. Just do nothing and be supported. So you can also use your bolster or blanket to support yourself. Seated is also a good option for you right now as well. But again, seated does take some core muscles, so you do need to activate yourself to be in a seated position. So what you want to do is just kind of take the load off as much as possible. That's why Shavasana is kind of the go-to meditative pose, but it's also really effective in the way that you just want to sleep, because this is how we sleep. So sleeping is not the goal, but being mindful is, and we just want to start being mindful of the breath right off the bat by taking a long deep breath in through the nose, fill the lungs, visualize the air moving in, expanding the belly, rib cage, And then a nice, smooth, long exhale out. And really nice and slow and controlled exhale out. That could be out through the mouth or out through the nose again. And just make sure that you've got all that exhale out. So you emptied all the air out before you begin your next inhale in. So just take about 3 or 4 of those deep breaths. Call them cleansing breaths. So you're just kind of bringing it all out, bringing it all down, getting rid of it. And when you've done your 3 or 4 breaths, then you're just coming back to a consistent inhale, exhale pattern. You can start here just by counting. If you have trouble focusing, if you got the busy brain, then counting may be your thing. So you want to count for an inhale of 5. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 5 seconds, and then you're exhaling for a count of 7 seconds. So you're doing that kind of ratio, and then you're moving it up. So as your breath rate, heart rate slows down, then you're moving it into a 6 and 8 or a 7 and 9 if you are really slowed down there. And sinking down through the shoulders, let the backs of the legs relax, hips, arms, and letting the whole face relax, all the muscles around the eyes and eyelids especially, and through the temples, the jaw, the mouth, and the tongue in the mouth. Soften the sides of neck and throat, your collarbones, your chest, your abdomen and navel. Just listening to the sound of your own breath as it moves in and out. That quiet, calm sound, sounding a lot like tides on the shore, like wind in grass or trees. Very slowly bringing the attention back to your breath. Breathing into your back, breathing into your upper back, breathing into your low back, your shoulders. Long deep breaths out. I'm going to slowly reawaken from here. Bring some movement into the fingers and toes. Just starting by spreading the toes wide, spreading the fingers nice and wide, and relaxing them. Moving to the wrists, moving around to the ankles, adding a bit of movement there. And eventually into rocking the head from side to side, bending knees, and moving to windshield wipers again. Adding a morning stretch to open and stretch the spine. Rolling and rocking over onto your right. And making your way up to seated from there. And continue on with maybe some neck stretches, some twists. Maybe you're going into another meditation. Namaste, everybody. Thanks for joining me this evening. And let me know what you think. Leave some comments below. Leave your comments below and let me know what you think of this video or what you'd like to see in other videos. And yeah, check me out on YouTube, Melissa Shippey on the YouTube channel. And yeah, well, have a great week and see you guys on Monday for Vinyasa Flow live on Live Elements Yoga Facebook page. Thanks for watching, everyone.